Hello, and it's good to be back. So it's been quite a while since I've been doing this little doggy. Been really quite busy doing bits and pieces, so I thought I really need to do another part of this dog. So I do apologise if you've been waiting, but never mind, we're here now. So I'm going to do this bit and this bit next, and yeah, go from there. So I can't remember what pencils I've been using because I've been doing other drawings, but it doesn't really matter anyway because you use the colours that you want, so we just do that. So I'm going to start doing this bit first. I'm going to go with the warm grey one, and I'm going to then slowly put in some more colours. So I've got the warm grey one, and I'm just going to put a light layer of it down all on this area here. As you can see, it's getting a lot lighter as we go towards the top of the, his head. So we need to bear that in mind. It seems absolutely ages since I've been doing this doggy, so oh, what's going on there? I think I've got a bit of a, my pencil's quite sharp, so it's got some loose pigment. Right, there we are. Okay, so I'm just using light pressure. I'm not putting any pressure on the pencil really. I'm just getting a layer of this warm grey one down. Okay, so it's quite dark coming up there. Okay. I'm actually just going to do the top of his ear as well with the warm grey. It's not very easy because my pencil's quite sharp, but I make it work. I've also been trying to sort the lighting out as well. I don't know if anyone else has the same trouble, but when you're using drafting film, it can be a bit of a challenge with where the lights go because it's a shiny surface, and then putting lights on it, you can imagine it's a bit of a challenge to get the lighting in the right place but get enough lighting on the drawing, if that makes sense. So I've been trying to work that out as well. I have actually got a new light which is brighter than the one I've got, but I'm still trying to work out the best place where to put it, and yeah, it takes time to get everything sorted, but as I say, I've not been doing this channel very long, so I'm learning, but it takes time obviously. Okay, so I'm going to come down his ear now. I'm going to use the, what colour is this now? The burnt ochre 10% in the Luminance, and just going to bring that down the side of his ear. Kitchen paper keeps moving, very annoying. Need to tape that down. So I'm going to cover most of the ear, I think, with this colour. Okay, let's put a little bit up here. I think I'm going to take a bit of that into top of his head as well. Okay, let's do these strands as well. Okay, I think I might take a bit on up here as well. It's quite light on the top of his head, but we need a bit of colour up there. Okay. Bring a bit more up here. So this is quite a nice colour for the top of his head. I don't know if I've used this colour on here already or not, but without going through the list of pencils I've used prior to this one, I can't remember, but it's quite a nice colour to work with on here. Okay, I think I'm going to rub those lines out soon because it's annoying, because we want quite a light soft edge up the top here, but we'll get a bit more in and then I can take those lines out. Right, okay, so we've got a lot of darkening to do on the inside of his ear. Need to get a bit more colour up here. So, okay, so I've got the Warmer 40. I know I've used this one before on this dog. white coming up here. Let's just put a bit up the side, the warm earth. Okay. Got a sharp bit on this pencil that's being annoying, so I'm trying to blunt it a bit on a bit of paper. I've got a hard bit on the pencil. I want it to be soft. I don't want these lines. I'm going to take them out actually with my rubber. I can't find my little one, so I've got this one. Okay, it's just taking those harsh lines out there. Let's try again. So I'm going over the, can't think what I was using now, the ochre. What colour was I using before this now? The burnt ochre, that's the one. So I'm just going over that. Okay, I'm going to go with the brown ochre 10% now. I'm just going to go over the warm earth a little bit and out towards the edge of the ear. I mean, it'd be nice to get rid of these lines in a minute because it's a bit distracting. Let's take it to some of these edges. I'm trying to soften those lines that the warm earth made. I want it to be nice and soft and fluffy. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to go with the burnt sienna now. It needs a warm brown. So I've got the burnt sienna here. Let's do the edges first. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it in. I need to add some terracotta as well at some point. It's just about building up all those different colours in the fur. I don't know if you can hear all those seagulls. You can tell I live on the coast. They're very noisy. So we've got some strands of hair coming out at the top. I'm not doing exactly the same as the picture, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to take this burnt sienna into the middle of his ear as well. I think it would be a nice colour to add. It all adds depth, and it's got lots of colours going on in this ear, so it'd be good to add them. Okay, so we've got the edge. That's a bit dark in there. I think a lot of my pencils have been sharpened, which is making this a bit difficult, but it's doable. Okay, let's take that into the side of the head as well. Alright, let's take that down a bit more. It's better to put too much in a way, because we can always take some out with the rubber, because we've got lots of white specks coming through here which we'll use the rubber with to create. Maybe a bit of slice tool, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so if I bring that up to about there, looking at the photo. Okay, so now I've got it a bit darker, I feel that I can darken this area up. So I'm going to go with, let's have a look. I'm wondering if the warm earth might be a bit too dark. Let's have a look. I've got the burnt ochre 10. And I'm just going to go over the lighter area again with this. And it will help smooth over the burnt sienna as well. And I'm just leaving a little gap here. Just so I can see where, you know, he's got like a second brow, so I'm just leaving a little gap there so I know where that ends. I'm just going to take this to the top of his head. I'm just flicking it off so it's not, so it's light at the top. Okay. So yeah, I'm just using this to blend out the burnt sienna a little bit. You might not need to, but my, as I say, my pencil was quite sharp, so just make it nice and soft. It's can be a bit challenging when you've got a sharp pencil on drafting film. It's good if you've got detail, obviously, but when you want to do a bigger area, it can be a bit of a challenge. I mean, of course you can blunt the pencil, but you know, you don't want to waste it either. That's okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to keep just blending it at the moment. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to go with the terracotta now. just need to add a bit more there as well. Okay, I'm just doing a bit of a touch up. Okay, I might put some of the terracotta at the edges here where it's quite orangey. Just at the edges of the air. And I'm just doing a few odd fur lines. I'm going to do a couple at the top here because I'm going to use the rubber to do some light ones over the top. Okay, now I need to start darkening areas up. So I'm thinking of the caput mortuum violet and the walnut brown. Let's see if I can find my walnut. I'm going to go with the caput mortuum first, I think. Start to darken where it needs it. Okay, I'm going to go with the walnut brown next. I don't want to take that up too far. thinking of a colour here. I'm not sure if I've used it before. So it's the cocoa in the holbein. It's a bit stronger than the burnt sienna. I just thought it would give a bit more of a richer colour. I'm just going to take that over the walnut as well. It's just warming it all up. Okay, I'm going to bring it down here as well, down the bottom. I'm sure I've used this, I know I've used the Pablo cocoa, I'm pretty sure I've used this one as well on here, but it seems to be a good colour, I think. It's just a bit stronger than the burnt sienna. Okay. Right, I'm going to go back to the terracotta. I'm just going to add a bit more here. Just a little bit up the top. I don't want it to be too orange, obviously. Okay, now I'm going to get the black. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to use this to darken up this area, and then we'll get the rubber out, I think. Okay, now I can work on the reverse side if I need to at the end, just to darken this area up. Okay, right, let's get this rubber out. I've got a very short one in mind, so I don't know how long it's going to last. So let's start adding some hair flicks. I'm going to get a new rubber in this pen. Okay, I've just put a new rubber in. Okay, let's carry on. I'm going over it a few times, but I'm being gentle because I don't want to take all the pigment out. So it takes a bit of practice. So I don't want to take all the layers out. I just want to take out 2 or 3. But if I do take out too much, it's not a problem because you can just go over it again. Right, we've got quite a lot of long flecks up here. Well, you need to keep cleaning the rubber. Give that rubber a bit of a clean. I've lost my little, oh it's there, I've got a little like an emery board just to give it a clean. Let's do a bit there. So I'm just referring back to my reference photo and checking where I need it to be a bit lighter. Okay, let's do the top of his ear. We've got like some flyaway hairs here that I'm just putting in. Okay, now I'm going to bring this back into the fur to soften those top bits. What I'm going to do now is get rid of those lines underneath, because they're a bit, what's the word, they're getting in the way, so let's just get rid of these top ones. They're a bit distracting, so let's just take them out. We don't need them anymore. Just take the top of his head out as well there. Okay. Right, that's less distracting now. I'm going to get the warm grey one back. I'm just going to do the top of his head. Do a few strands at the top. Okay, I'm going to go over these lines that I've just rubbed out as well, just so they look a bit more natural rather than just rubber lines. I might even use a warm grey too, actually. We'll see how it goes. We don't want them to look like rubber lines, so we want them to merge in. Okay, I'm going to get the burnt ochre 10% again. I'm just going to fill in this gap here. use that over the rubber lines as well, I think. They blend in a bit more. So you can still see them, but they don't look like rubber lines. Okay. So we need a bit more tinkering around. But he's now got one ear in pretty much. I need to darken this area here as well to blend it in. Now I've got, let's have a look. I've got a chestnut here, Pablo range. Now I'm pretty sure I've used this one as well. I don't know. I don't think that's really the colour that I'm after anyway. It doesn't matter, it adds to it. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I'm going to go with the caput mortuum. Yeah, that looks like the colour that I'm after there. So this one's slightly different to the caput mortuum violet. I'm just going to run that over in places. As I say, I'm just tinkering and tidying up now. I might run that here. It's like a browny red colour, I suppose. So I'm using it quite lightly up the top here. And I'm just softening some of those rubber lines as well, especially around the bottom of the eye, because they're not, you can only just see them. So okay, and then that one there. I'm just using a bit more pressure here in the corner where it's darker. Okay, and then I'm just going to get the warmer 40, if I can find it. There we are. I'm just going to close this bit up in the middle here. And I think that's pretty much it. As I say, I may darken this area on the reverse. I don't want to put too many more layers on now. Okay, and I think that's it for now. I'm going to put a bit down here actually.